wanted to talk about a concept project of an X-ray provider. You know, X-ray provider for paramedics. And it's a device, it's a portable device or less, less weight device that what we usually get. And that can be used in a scene of an emergency accident. And the device emits a friendly X-ray that come from the same principle of an X-ray emitter throughout a tube that emits X-ray using the acceleration and the break of electron throughout electric current, throughout, you know, throughout transformer electric that turn the electric current to high power. But instead of using the two filaments that usually are made from tungsten as an anode and the tungsten and the rhodium as a cathode, but the concept, my concept, I found out, I found a technique of a filament that could replace the tungsten filament and rhodium at anode and cathode, and that could make the device that provide X-ray imaging very sorry, very lightweight and friendly, so it can be used by paramedics whenever, you know, needed in emergency. Before the patient get to the emergency department, the medical will have better feedback from, you know, doctors will have better feedback from paramedics to provide better and rapid response to an emergency case or scene. But before I speak about the matter used to replace the tungsten and the tungsten and the cathode and the tungsten and rhodium filament and the anode and cathode, I would like to speak about something before I get to the concept of the friendly imaging that provide X-ray imaging that could the X-ray device, you know, that could be made less weight. Anyway, when you travel by a plane, before the plane take off, there is always a member of staff in the plane that provide a safety measure before the plane take off. And one of the moves that the member of staff explain in a case of an accident, they will explain to you to always put your head down between your knees, to between your knees, and the reason for that is to be able to identify the cadaver in case of an accident, because the teeth are so strong and they can identify the cadaver or the person throughout the teeth, because there is a matter in the teeth, there is a matter in the teeth and exactly in the enamel that is very strong and robust and enough to resist any kind of shock or fire. So I thought, instead of using the tungsten filament and the anode and the tungsten and rhodium filament at the cathode, that needs a lot of heat in the tube to turn one person of the energy to X-ray, and that they can be used for imaging. But to heat the tungsten filament, we need the electric transformer that transform electric energy to a higher voltage to allow the tungsten filament to heat, because the tungsten is the most heat resistant to produce 1% of Xray. So because we are in the, so, 1% of Xray energy. So because we are in the soft power at the time, everything is soft. We are in the soft power generation. So I thought of a portable device that does not require an electric transformer. I mean, does not require very high energy to produce X-ray to be used in, you know, in imaging, and does not require a tungsten filament. And it uses the same principle of emitting the X-ray from heating the tungsten filament, that instead we will use the enamel composition, an organic material that is called the hydroxepatite crystal. Like I said, they are very resistant to heat and do not require an electric transformer that emit a very high energy to transform it to X-ray. It requires a normal current to make the hydroxepatite crystal, I mean a low energy, to produce X-ray and use it for imaging. And because when the hydroxepatite crystal, and because when they can produce X-ray with low energy, meaning we can, because we can produce, because the hydroxepatite crystal can produce X-ray with a lower energy, meaning we can make a portable device or less weight device for paramedics or for doctor or for different purpose, that produce X-ray imaging using a vacuum sealed device that generate X-ray by accelerating a high-speed electron from the heated from the heated cathode filament from hydroxepatite crystal toward another target from the hydroxepatite crystal anode, using a low energy to produce X-ray. An open collision, the most of electron energy is converted to heat, but a small portion is converted to X-ray. And through this is called the Bremsstrahlung and characteristic radiation. This is what's he called, but I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Anyway, and with changing this filament from the tungsten matter to hydroxepatite crystal, we will not need a lot of energy to emit X-ray. So we can make X-ray devices less weight or portable and help patients in dealing, help patients in healing, and help doctors and paramedic in diagnosis. Anyway, so the video come to the end basically, and I hope the viewers did understand the concept of a device, imagine, that turn hydroxepatite crystal to X-ray using a low energy, and that can be used in different purpose imaging, especially in medical purpose. We can reduce size of the X-ray devices and providing a faster diagnosis. And thank you for listening, and the video came to the end, and assalamu alaikum. I don't know how to stop this, but thank you for listening, guys. How do I stop this? Oh, guys, I can't read this. It's too. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and you have a lovely day. I don't know how to stop this video, and this is my first live. No. No. How do I stop the live? I don't even know how to. Try it.